I heard you're single here, eh? Like to have fun? Like to swing? I like smart guys. I get picked on. I'm single too, actually. We've seen some single people here. Any single people? Oh, because he can't get a mortgage. Anyone divorced here? Really? Nobody? All right. Guys, give it time. It takes time, right? I'm actually divorced. I usually get people are proud of me that I'm divorced. I am divorced. I was married for 13 years, guys. I put it up for 13 years. I was married, get this, I was married to a rabbi. Yeah, do you guys know what a rabbi is? Yeah? Because this is not New York City, so I'm not sure. I was married to a rabbi. I used to be ultra-Orthodox. Actually, we didn't celebrate Christmas. The very first time I celebrated Christmas was a couple of years ago, and I've always wanted to do Christmas, right? And the year after, I decided to buy my own Christmas tree because they're so pretty. I got the ones with little lights in it, and I bought it the day after Christmas, and it was 80% off, so it was technically, a Jewish Christmas tree, right? And when I set it up this past year, I set it up to make it extra kosher. I took a little snip off the top. You guys know about circumcision, that's big. No turtlenecks up with us. So when I got married, I was 19 years old. It was an arranged marriage. And I was a virgin. Yeah, I know. And it's like, and I know, as a virgin, how valuable I could have been to like a Saudi prince. I probably would have done that instead of going for the pale, skinny Jewish boy. But for us, there was like no touching before marriage, nothing, no hugging, no kissing, no oral, no anal. Oral and anal is wonderful for the Catholics, but anything to preserve that virginity, am I right? Yeah, so we didn't use birth control either, so I'm really lucky because I only have 4 kids. Yeah, really, 4 kids. And it's really hard dating as a single mother with 4 kids, especially when they were really little. It's a lot of baggage, and it's not Louis Vuitton. Anyone who wants to date a woman with 4 kids is going to be one of 3 things. You might be one of these. Right? One of 3 things. A saint, like, oh, I'm going to save that woman with 4 kids, right? Really desperate. Or a pedophile. I'm really, really lucky, though, that the guy I'm seeing right now, he's not desperate. And it's really hard when you have little kids around the house, also, to find a quiet place. Like, for a phone call, a Zoom meeting. And I think I really could have had an amazing career on OnlyFans if I had a private place in the house, but that didn't happen. So my kids, actually, they're all teenagers right now. And they're really creative, really artistic, really creative. They like to find anything to express themselves. And the last canvas they found was my car. It was really, really dusty. Oh, they know what's coming. So they turned it into a masterpiece of penises. Yes, big ones and little ones, teenagers, right? But guys, they were all circumcised. I have good Jewish kids, yeah. Okay, so I am a single mom of 4. I am a nurse, a registered nurse as well. I'm also a realtor. Usually the nurse gets a clap, so I'm really disappointed. I'm also a realtor, and I do this for fun. And people ask me all the time, how do you have so much energy to do all of that? That's a lot on your plate, right? And I'm always like, guys, the secret, it's easy, really easy. Lots of Coke. And if I run out of Coke, there's always Pepsi. When you're a single mom, you're allowed to make dad jokes, right? You are. I have the right to be both a mom and a dad. Thank you very much. Yeah, so as a nurse, I do offer, if you are like 70 or 80, you look young for that, 70 or 80, and you've got some comorbidities like heart disease, and you maybe own some properties, have no children, and room in your will, I do offer sponge baths. I saw a table back there, maybe one of you guys. And And actually, I do have a neighbor. He's about 70, and he's been asking me out a lot, right? And he does have some properties and no children. And I went on one date with him, and he's such a gentleman. Chivalry is not quite dead, but maybe almost. And he opens the door, and he pulled out the chair, and he wore his best dentures for me, guys. No, I think I should give this guy a chance. Like, date him. Maybe we'll get engaged. Maybe we'll get married. And it's okay. Like, I'll crush the blue pills in the applesauce. It'll be okay. But what happens, guys? What happens if he has a heart attack during sex? Right? Because it happens. You know, that's when a lot of guys go. But it's okay, because I already planned it out. I will probably be on top. And so I can start compressions right away. Yeah, I can do CPR, but I probably won't. If I'm in that will. Yeah, I am actively right now looking for a very wealthy man with a severe peanut allergy. So when I first got divorced, after being married for 13 years to this same man, I decided, YOLO, baby, I'm going on to Tinder. Right? That makes sense. So, as a background, I actually lived in Israel for 8 years. I am technically Israeli. The very first man that I met on Tinder was a guy from Lebanon. The second guy I met on Tinder, no joke, was a guy from Egypt. I think I was single-handedly trying to bring peace to the Middle East. Yeah, make love, not war. I mean, it's a good thing my parents don't watch my show because I don't think they would appreciate my peacekeeping measures. I know. So I was really, really naive at the time because this was the second man I had ever slept with, and I was 33 years old. And I was so naive. I thought BBC was porn made in England. Look it up if you don't know afterwards. So I wanted to be all sexy and with this guy from Lebanon. And he had a really big brain, by the way. And I'm into big brains. Yeah, I'm a bit of a zombie. And but I wanted to sexy talk with him. I wanted to be all sexy. Dirty talk. So do you guys want to hear my dirty talk? Sure. Yeah. That wasn't very enthusiastic. Yes, you want to hear my dirty talk. All right, so I would say to this guy, I want you to launch your big Lebanese rocket into my Israeli disputed territory, invade my land and set off some big explosions. Take that kebab and those Lebanese falafel balls and stuff my pizza. Guys, I think I have a kink. I always sound like Dr. Seuss when I say that. I think I have a kink. I like dating the enemy. Yeah, guess who I'm dating now? A German. I know, right? And I say to him, take that schnitzel and those kartoffelpopcorns. But we do often take showers together. Guys, you've been amazing. Let's bring back our I promise you the microphone is clean. I do not need ass.
Keep it going,